Moore.
Here.
O'Kane.
Here.
Shaner. Here. Scott.
Here.
Waters.
Here. Please stand for a moment of silent prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. We're here for a couple items today. If you want to speak on those items, please come up as I read them. 2 is a resolution approving a settlement agreement, Third Amendment to the lease purchase agreement and bill of sale arising out of the claims in City versus River City Hospitality. I'll move that reluctantly. Second it. Anyone to be heard on that item? Passes 4-1. Mr. O'Kane votes no. 3 is a resolution approving a property management agreement with F3 Marina for management services at the marina, the property at 1100 Larson Park Road. Somebody else have to move that. I'll move it.
Second.
Is there a second?
I seconded.
Matt, did you second? Okay.
I seconded, sorry.
You want to just point out that date?
Matt Salvatore, Parks and Recreation Director. We did an RFQ last fall. We advertised through the marina associations, tried to get several proposals. We only ended up with one, but F3 Marina is coming very highly recommended. We checked their references, had great things to say about this particular company. They have regional offices in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida. If approved, they will be on site tomorrow to get things up and running at the marina.
We're looking good for this season.
Yeah, I was over at the marina on Friday and water's flowing in.
Anyone to be heard? You made the amendment to the 3-year lease.
Yes.
To go to March 31.
Correct.
Well, I would just say, Matt, I appreciate your diligence working through this, as well as Stephen. I know you've worked very hard on this as well, and I've spoken with a number of different enthusiasts, boating enthusiasts, even over the last week, people reaching out to me, and I think everyone is looking forward to a season that they are able to get back out on the water and are hopeful that we can restore some stability there. I know that it's going to be a large undertaking and a lot of work to do, but I agree with you that I was appreciative that they submitted a proposal and that they were so highly recommended. It can always be a little nervous when you don't have competition after the bid. I know you spoke with multiple interested parties, but ultimately I think being able to follow up on those references and hear glowing reviews is important. I understand also there was some hesitancy about, the river is way different than the ocean or Fort Lauderdale, and I understand they have regional presence as well as other areas as well. So I'm hopeful and looking forward to the summer, that's for sure. I'm happy they'll be there tomorrow.
I just want to state that this is our 5th Monday of the month, and typically we don't meet, but we wanted to send a clear message out to the public and to our citizens that this is an extremely important item for us. And the mayor and the council agreed to have a special meeting today so that we could get this on the agenda and get things started and try to timely meet many deadlines that are coming up. So thank you. Thank you, Matt, and thank you, Stephen. You close the hearing? Or there was? It's not a hearing, it's just a vote. Thank you. Passes 4-1. I vote no. I stated these guys earlier, we weren't supposed to have a meeting today. I have plans at 4 o'clock, so I'm going to leave. And take off, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
And I would like to make a motion To reconsider the budget reduction allocation for the Rights Commission for our budget.
Second to that?
Second.
Any discussion?
And just for clarity, as the city manager explained, this is just to open the discussion. Whether that is a portion of that amount, the full amount, it just opens the discussion to be able to be had at next Monday's meeting.
Mayor and council, all this does today is we'll place it on the agenda for discussion at next Monday's meeting. This just puts it back on the agenda.
Okay. Do a roll call vote, please.
O'Kane.
Aye.
Shaner.
Aye.
Waters.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye. Okay. Agenda item 4, citizen concerns. Are there any citizen concerns?
You can speak on
Anything.
anything. And if you'd want to come up to the, speak
up
on the
to the
marina, you
meet,
just have to go to the mic. Yep.
State your name, please, for the record. Speak into the microphone so we can pick you up for the recording.
My name is Travis Mercarell. I was just wondering when we'll know any clarity on what exactly is going to happen. I know you've talked about Marina coming in to overlook and manage it. I know you had said dredging was already done.
Yeah.
I know the mouth has been done, but the actual marina itself needs dredging itself, because I know personally and other people that have slips that when they have lifts, the lifts won't go all the way down, so they have problems getting their boats in and out because of the silt that's built up over the years. So I didn't know if that was something that was going to be addressed, or if that was going to have to be next year, or how that would work.
I'm going
And
to
then I
ask
know-
Matt. I'm going to ask Matt Salvatore to address some of your questions.
The focus for this year was just the mouth, getting the mouth dug out. So if we get 13 to 14 feet of water, we should have a good enough water level in the marina to be able to operate. And then next year we'll reevaluate and see. We're anticipating additional dredging will need to be done
Yeah,
next year.
Because I know.
And it should be an annual practice.
Yeah.
Our
'cause I
goal
know-
for this year was just to get it open.
Okay.
And understand there's going to be a little bit of inconvenience for people, but we will do our best to accommodate. Just to get it open so people can use their boats this summer.
Okay. And then you probably won't know anything, like when you'll actually be able to open or do anything until the marina themselves, the management.
Yeah, we're gonna
company will get here.
have people on site tomorrow, but we're shooting for Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
At the
then
latest.
will there be a meeting or something also to pay for the slips and?
As soon as we get records of slip holders, the F3 will reach out to everybody individually.
Okay. And then will that have the records of, I know myself and there's only like a dozen other people that actually own their lifts. The rest are rented.
Yeah, we're aware of that, and we'll make
Okay.
sure those accommodations are met as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Should
thank
be
you.
exciting.
Thank you for your questions. Anyone else under citizen concerns?
Good questions, though. Thank you
Okay.
for coming forward.
Agenda item 5, council concerns.
There's a lot that can be said. I feel very fortunate to be sitting next to Mr. Padmore. This is his last meeting. Initially, he didn't have a meeting for this Monday. Nice, easy week to end on, but he's here wearing bells, and we are so happy to have him. I told him earlier that there's not many people that can look around the place that they live and be able to measure their success in a position by how much growth we've had. Just if we just take one program that the city runs and seeing how much it's grown or how much it's advanced over the course of his career. And I think that he should be incredibly proud. I'm incredibly proud for the short time I've been able to work with him. I know Mr. Moore's had many more years than I to be fortunate enough to work with him. And we're really happy and sad to be seeing you out. But I'm glad that this is one meeting. We'll be wrapped up in time for you to get out of here a little early.
Thank you. Ms. Shaner?
I echo everything Matthew said about Bob. We'll see you at your open house Thursday. I have nothing else to add further than that I'm just happy that we are moving forward on the marina. It's an important part of Sioux City, and it's important to the residents. And again, Matthew and our assistant city attorney have worked very hard on this to get it happen, to get it open this year. So thank you so much.
Mr. Waters?
Yeah, just a couple things. First and foremost, I wanted to say and commend the team at OVG 360 for their work with, well, and actually all of the volunteers, all of the staff, Corey Westra, the entire outfit that went into, whether it's the sponsors or what have you, with the NAIA basketball tournament. That was extraordinarily well run and something that I think I heard a lot of great feedback on. One of the things that I think was always a worry or a worry of mine is when you're trying to feed all those VIPs and get people in and out, sometimes that quality doesn't hold up. But this year in particular, I guess, I noticed that it was just extraordinarily well done and well managed. And so I saw a lot of happy people. It was disappointing that the Special Olympics event wasn't able to be held. I know that's a favorite of those organizations as well as the athletes that are able to come here, but due to the weather, it wasn't able to go on. But I think overall, congratulations to the Dordt Defenders for their back-to-back national championship. That's pretty incredible. And I look forward to welcoming back some incredible teams next year. And hopefully we continue to get more and more GPAC action and athletics here. I know that it's exciting when we have some local teams competing, and the atmosphere of the championship game was pretty amazing, considering that we only had one local team. The other team was out of Indiana, but that place was pretty darn full, and it was just a great atmosphere. So I wanted to commend that group for the job well done there. Secondly, I guess kind of similarly with down at the convention center, I was able to go to a big event that was held there by the professional firefighters of Local 7 on Saturday, and was equally as impressed. In fact, a number of different firefighters for Sioux City Fire and Rescue came up to me and were commending the group, saying how great the meal was and the overall experience of working with them was. So I was really, it certainly makes me proud as a council member. I know that we've had some hiccups with those areas before, and so seeing it done and done well is something that makes me feel good at night, being able to go to bed and know we made some good decisions there along the way and good transitions. The next thing I wanted to say is just a reminder that Litter Dash is coming up. I believe it's April 18th. Is that right, Matt? April 18th. You can sign up online, whether it's as an individual or as a company. I would really encourage, whether you work at a company downtown or anywhere across the region, if you want to get involved and make a big impact on your community, get involved in Litter Dash. We all need to take a strong role in cleaning up our city and being proud of the community that we live in, whether it's the trash we see out on the curb or anything else. We need to just take our part in picking that up. And Litter Dash is a special time where we get hundreds of volunteers together to make a huge difference all across the community. So please register if you haven't done that yet. Lastly, I just wanted to thank you, Bob, very much for your service to this community. I think you've done an incredible job, and to stay in any position as long as you have is challenging, but to do so and still command and have so much respect of your peers and the people that work for you, I think says a lot. And I know that I've been contacted since you made that announcement and had conversations about different things and what we're going to do moving forward, what we can do, what people saw in your leadership and appreciated about you, and people gave you such great reviews and just were so honored and thankful to work for you and just the way that you held yourself. And I'm just thankful. I'm very thankful, Bob. And so I didn't know otherwise. I've heard stories about other city managers, but I'm thankful that I got to work with you. I'm going to like to think that it was easily the best, but that's for sure. So I'm excited to hopefully be able to grab a beer with you. I know whether it's a craft beer here or downtown or wherever we end up, I'm excited to cheers you to the next step, man. So I have nothing further, Dan.
Okay, thank you. I have a couple of things. I attended the Faces of Siouxland Multicultural Fair yesterday. There was a good turnout for it. Entertainment was great. The food was superb, outstanding. Ran into the O'Kane family, and that was always fun to see the kids. But it was a very well-run, well-attended event, and I really enjoyed it. Secondly, yes, I've worked with Bob Padmore for several years, both on this side of the table and on the other side of the table, as well as plan and zoning. And Bob, you made a world of difference at City Hall with the culture. You really turned things around, and you brought integrity, professionalism, and leadership to our staff, our directors, everyone that's involved in City Hall. And without failure, you were consistent with everyone. And that goes a long way with such a large group. You have to have integrity, and you had that. And you showed that to everyone. As a lawyer on the other side of the table, representing clients, you were superb to work with. And you had a real good, you had a handle on everything that was going on. And I took that when I came onto the council, and you became our city manager. Going forward, I would maybe send an email to Mr. Salvatore, but I would always copy you on it, because there might be something that you would know that could help Mr. Salvatore and me solve a problem for a citizen, or solve a problem just for the good of the community. And so it's just been outstanding. I really have, it's been an honor to work with you. I've learned a lot from you. But what I really, really like is how you had the respect of everyone inside of City Hall. And you deserve that, Bob. You really did deserve that. So I'll miss you, and I just wish you the best, wish your family the best as well. So thanks for all you've done in the past 25 and a half years. So thank you. That's all I have. I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
Shaner.
Aye.
Waters.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Kane.
Aye.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for making it a special